Imagine a world torn apart by conflict, where nations trembled on the brink of war, and hope seemed like a distant dream. In the midst of chaos, one man emerged, not with weapons, but with wisdom. A man who dared to believe that dialogue could be mightier than bombs, and peace stronger than power. Lester B. Pearson's story is not just about politics or diplomacy. It is a story of courage, the courage to stand firm when the world was against him. The courage to challenge old ways, to dream of a better world, and to build bridges where others saw walls. He was a man who carried the weight of a nation on his shoulders, yet never lost his humble heart. Through triumphs and trials, failures and victories, his vision for peace and justice never wavered. This is the remarkable journey of Lester Bowles Pearson, a true architect of peace, whose legacy continues to light the path for generations. Lester Bowles Pearson was born on April 23, 1897, in the peaceful town of Newtonbrook, Ontario, Canada. From the very beginning, his life was shaped by values that would later define his path: honesty, integrity, and a deep sense of responsibility. His father, Edwin Pearson, was a devoted professor at the University of Toronto, who believed that education was the foundation of a strong character. His mother, Annie Sarah Bowles, was a woman of grace and quiet strength, nurturing young Lester with love and wisdom. Growing up in this nurturing environment, Lester was a curious and reflective child. He was not the loudest or the most outgoing in the classroom, but his eyes sparkled with a hunger for knowledge. Books became his refuge. Volumes on history, philosophy, and politics filled his early days. He was fascinated by stories of great leaders, thinkers, and peacemakers, often dreaming of making a difference himself one day. School friends remember him as a gentle soul, someone who listened more than he spoke, yet when he spoke, his words carried weight. But childhood was not without challenges. The early 1900s were times of great change and uncertainty in Canada and the world. Young Lester witnessed the struggles of ordinary people, their hopes, fears, and resilience. This keen observation planted a seed in his heart, the desire to serve not just his family or community, but the whole world. When World War I erupted, the idealistic young man faced a choice that would forever change his life. He could continue his studies, or step forward to answer the call of duty. At just 17, driven by a fierce sense of patriotism and justice, Lester left behind his textbooks and joined the Canadian Army. It was a decision that exposed him to the brutal realities of war but also ignited a lifelong passion for peace and diplomacy. The biggest turning point in Lester's life came when World War I broke out. He left his studies and joined the army with a burning passion to serve his country. But the war was not just a battlefield for him, it was a harsh lesson in the true state of humanity. The pain and misfortune he witnessed deeply moved him, and he vowed to dedicate his life to peace and diplomacy. After the war, Lester enrolled at Oxford University, where he studied international relations. That's where his journey truly began, trying to understand the world's greatest problems. Behind every success story lie pain and failures, and Lester's story was no different. During his diplomatic career, he often felt the world was not ready to embrace his vision. While representing Canada at the United Nations, many of his proposals were rejected. Often, his ideas were ignored, and his thinking underestimated. Once, his proposal to create a peacekeeping force was dismissed as naive. Even he began to doubt, could one person truly change humanity? But every failure only made him stronger, trying to break his spirit but never succeeding. Then came the day when Lester B. Pearson achieved the greatest victory of his life. In 1957, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, a recognition given only to those who play a true role in bringing peace to the world. During the Suez Crisis, he created an international peacekeeping force, showing the world the power of diplomacy and compromise. This force continues to work worldwide for peace, a dream that has now reached every corner of the globe. After becoming Canada's Prime Minister, he promoted welfare programs, education, and healthcare. His leadership transformed Canada into a progressive and inclusive society, a legacy still felt today. Lester B. Pearson's legacy is not just that of a politician or diplomat, but that of a visionary leader. He taught the world that if we work together for humanity, no problem is too big. His life teaches us, never give up, trust your passion, and always fight for peace. Did you know? Pearson never complained about his struggles publicly. He always thought of others first, not himself. His mission was always bigger, to build a better tomorrow. Today, when we look at the life of Lester B. Pearson, we see more than just a name or history, we see an example. For anyone struggling through hardships, dreaming big, your story can be just as powerful. Just hold on to your courage, never stop trying, and always remember, true leadership is the passion to change the world. Lester gave us that passion. Now it's our turn to carry that light forward. You too can bring peace, justice, and change into your life. All you have to do is start writing your story.